Packers, Patriots, fellow Americans. It's your buddy Marcus. Hump Day! I tell you, we're that much closer to the weekend. I can't wait. I got a busy weekend planned ahead too, so I'm really looking forward to it. And it's Halloween, so tomorrow night I get to take my little guy trick-or-treating. I shouldn't say little, I mean he's 12. But man, I can't wait to see his costume. He's going as Pennywise from It. It is looking good. It is. And he's super excited. I just hope we don't get a thunderstorm. They're calling for it tomorrow, but I'm hoping it'll hold off until the weekend because I know he's going to be super bummed if it rains. Because I guess his makeup's not waterproof. But, you know, whatever. We'll work it out, whatever happens. Anyway, so I got up this morning. I've been thinking about what I was going to discuss for today's video, and I think I've got a pretty good topic, but a fairly controversial one that I've been kind of following on the news. And it's liable to piss some of y'all off. I mean, I hope not, because it comes from a place of common sense, not, you know, of anger or anything like that. Because, you know, my personal opinion is, you know, whatevs, you know. That's the other thing, too, I've noticed, and I'm sure you guys have picked up on it. I have a tendency to say, you know, a lot. So I'm going to try to work on that and not say it as much. I'm going to put that in my subconscious mind. So anyway, the controversy that I've been, you know, following on the internet is this drag queen storytime hour. Apparently in public libraries across the United States. From what I've read, though, they've been happening in Minnesota, Minneapolis, in that area. Drag queens have been going to public libraries and reading, you know, children's books to kids. Now, at first glance, it seems harmless enough because, you know, I'll be honest with you, I don't have a problem with drag queens. I don't. I loved Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. That was a great movie. I even liked his cheap knockoff with Patrick Swayze and what's his name? Always bet on black guy from Passenger 52. Played in Blade. Wesley Snipes. I even like the cheap knockoff, Tu Wong Fu, and whatever the rest of that title was. Hell, I've even been to, you know, drag shows at, you know, remember the old Power Company nightclub. I attended several times. You know, they're very entertaining. It is a performance art. You know, I see that. It takes a lot of talent to put that makeup on and pick out those outfits and lip sync those songs. I mean, you know, it can be very fun in the right situation. So I don't have an issue with drag or drag queens. So let me state that up front. What I do have a problem with is this sexualization of children. I don't think, you know, kids that young need to be exposed to that. Period. I can think it can be very confusing for a child. Now, I see why they want to do it, because they're trying to, you know, prevent, you know, homophobia and, you know, trying to teach acceptance. I get that. There are better ways to do it without having to do that, in my opinion. Because I think it can be very confusing for a child. And parents that, you know, are forcing their kids to go to these kind of events, I think you're screwing up. I think you're going to cause more problems in the long run than what it's worth. And not only that, but, you know, from what I've read, there are some of these drag queens, you know, they're actual, you know, convicted pedophiles, sex offenders. You know, they're not even supposed to be around children. So I don't understand how that even works. I mean, what the fuck? Why do we feel this need to, you know, did it again? Why do we feel this need to force sex and sex-related issues onto children? I mean, they're going to figure all this out when they get, you know, to their late teenage years and become adults. And again, when they're adults, power to them. They can do whatever they want. I have no issues with homosexuality, heterosexuality, gay, straight, drag, even this new stuff, polyamorous, you know, these weird relationship types. I don't care about any of it. I have no issue with none of it. It's not for me, but what's not for me doesn't mean it's not for you. And if that's for you, then more power to you. As long as you're happy, consensual, and being safe, that's all I care about. But we gotta do better, people. I mean, really. I mean, this Desmond Does drag. There was a video of him at a gay nightclub, standing on stage lip syncing to a Gwen Stefani song. Grown men are throwing money at this child, and the mother's there like it's no big deal. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? First of all, children don't belong in strip clubs. Second of all, grown men don't need to be throwing money at kids, period, no matter what song they're lip syncing to. It's not good. And then this child, you know, gets put on the MSM, mainstream media, and doing the talk shows and whatnot. And everybody's, oh, this kid's so bold and brave. No, he's not. Because I guarantee he doesn't understand exactly what's happening, because his brain is not fully developed. You know, the brain does not stop developing fully until you're like 25 years old. Earlier for most girls, because, you know, girls do mature faster than men and boys. But I'm just like, can we please stop sexualizing children? They're going to have plenty of time to figure it out when they get older. Believe me. Let them be kids. Let them have fun. Let them do kid things. Quit cramming all this stuff down their throat. And parents, quit forcing that shit on them. I mean, how does a child know at that young an age what its sexuality is, if it's a boy or if it's a girl? I mean, how? Now, I have no problem with, you know, little boys that play with girls' toys, and little girls that play with boys' toys. Play with whatever toy makes you happy. Period. I don't care. But, like I said, I don't care what you do. I don't care who you sleep with. I don't care how you live your life. As long as you're an adult and you're being responsible. That's what it's all about. Anyway, I hope I didn't piss anybody off or offend anybody. That's not my intention. But I do think we need to let kids be kids, period. And quit trying to force this shit down their throat. Because I honestly believe it's just going to cause them more problems in the long run when they become adults. You know, we don't need a society with adults that are fucked up in the head. We need a society with happy adults and helpful adults and, you know, well-rounded adults. That's what we need. But anyway, it's breakfast time, the most important meal of the day. So I'm going to jump off here. Like I said, it wasn't my intention to piss anybody off, but I hope you can see where I'm coming from, because, I mean, to me, it just seems like common sense. And I know that there's a lot of good, you know, people that dress and drag that, you know, have no intention of harming children. I know that. And, you know, I think a lot of y'all are very talented at what you do. And I find it very entertaining. You know, I hope that you're very successful at it. Let's just leave kids out of it. That's all I'm saying. Leave the kids out of the sex shit. And not just the drag queen stuff, but, you know, all of it. We don't need to force sexual shit or sexuality down any kid's throat. Let them be kids. Let them, you know, enjoy being 5 and 10 and, you know, 15. When they get to be teenagers in high school and they start experimenting with shit and then they become adults, that's completely different. If anything, let's just teach them to be accepting and tolerant, you know, as young children. And you can do that without having to make them go to the library and sit through a show where somebody's dressed in drag reading a book and then flashing, their genitals at them because they didn't want to wear underwear. That's, where I have a big problem, Anyway, I could go on about this, but I'm not going to. But once again, thanks for tuning in, checking me out. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget that notification bell. I do plan on doing a live stream this weekend. I don't know if I'm going to be doing it on Friday night or Saturday night, but it will be one of those nights. So feel free to tune in for that. And for the new subscriber I picked up yesterday, thank you. Welcome. I hope I don't let you down. I hope today's video was a little better sound quality wise and without me saying 1,000 times. So anyway, I'd like to know what you guys think, what you feel. Am I right? Am I wrong? Is there something I'm not getting? So drop that info in the comments because I do appreciate the feedback. So anyway, once again, thank you, and I will catch you fuckers on the flip side. Peace.